Hey, it's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new one from Against the Current. I'm a little bit late. It's a few days late, right? Almost a week late. And this is an official visualizer. We got a new song. Still curious about when this album is going to come out. I loved Heavenly. I loved Dead Man Walking. I feel like Dead Man Walking has been getting a lot of play on like other reaction channels, so it's really just nice to see, especially like some rock and metal channels. So yeah, we're gonna check this one out. We're gonna see how this one goes. Always love Against the Current. So here we go. Always You and I is the name of the song. Volume up. Here we go.
All the battles fought, take the armor off, hold me in your gentle heart. My head simmers down when you come around, clear the poison from my thoughts, till the fall of the human race, and the lights flicker out in space. I would stay right where you are.
Oh, before we get to the chorus, love how that guitar starts. The guitar sound is really nice. The acoustic sound, and then it comes in with the heavy riff, which sounds fantastic too. Chrissy's vocal melodies are always killer. This is another like from I know a good amount of their stuff. This is like another different type of like vocal melody. And what was that? She had a little bit of grit on that last note, right before I stopped it. Not the no, right before I stopped it, or maybe it was. Um, right where you are. I think it was on the R. Oh, that is the last thing I stopped. Um, maybe I'll roll it back and we'll hear it again. Like how this is going so far. I don't know why the title gave me the vibe that it was going to be like a slower like ballad. This sounds like it's building up to something heavier than what I was expecting though. So that's cool. All right, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna keep going.
I would stay right where
Right,
you are.
right at the end of right.
When all of heaven's angels are dead, if this is all that's left, two of us for life. It was always you and I. When even time has come to its end, when it's flipped on its head, two of us for life. It was always you and I.
Ooh, I like that run back down at the end of that. You and I can't sing, sorry. Um, yeah, and I'm curious if anyone knows. I remember that when Chrissy did her solo project, she said that she wanted it to be like different, a different type of music, right? Than Against the Current makes. I feel like this sound for like the third, right? This is the third album, ATC3. This sound, I feel like sounds like some of the stuff on her solo album, and even the visuals, like the rope, right? It's similar to the rope music video, and I felt like it was a similar vibe, um, in Dead Man Walking's visualizer, and maybe in Heavenly's too. I'm trying to remember. I always thought musically it was similar to Chrissy's solo album, but like this rope visual of her being like tied up and stuff is like that's like a direct it feels like a direct callback. So I'm curious if anyone knows if there's supposed to be some type of tie between them. I know I just heard an interview where she was saying that she doesn't know if she'd make more solo stuff because she really enjoys like being against the current. But I'm curious if like some of her influence from that album kind of like pushed its way into this new album because it definitely feels like that. Anyway, I'm gonna take it back a few seconds and we're gonna keep going with the song.
It was always you and I.
Love the drums right there too.
Found my missing piece, oxygen I breathe. You're the fire in my soul.
tough. Love that.
When all of heaven's angels are dead, if this is all that's left, two of us for life. It was always you and I. When even time has come to its end, when it's flipped on its head, two of us for life. It was always you, it was always you and
They always do great stuff on the bridge, so I'm pumped for this. But like, I really like the direction this new album's going. Like, I don't know. I'm bad at because I've come in just from listening to stuff from like Spotify and watching concerts and stuff like that. Um, I can't remember the name of the EP that Weapons is on. It's not Weapons, right? I don't Fever, right? Fever EP. This is like drastically different to me from the Fever EP. And I think Blindfolded, Blindfolded, um, is more similar to the Fever EP, and Good Guy was more similar to the Fever EP, and Sound Stranger was like um, a bigger change. That like, it's so different, and I feel like I do feel like her solo album is like an in between, but I don't want to take away because I know that wasn't with like Will and Dan, but maybe it's just the vocal melodies are more similar. I don't know. I don't like the whole vibe is I love it. It's such a change for them though. In like in a good way, in a great way. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I want to hear this bridge.
it was always you and even when all else is lost, I was there right where you were. When all of heaven's angels are dead, if this is all that's left, two of us for life. It was always you and I. When all of heaven's
Ooh.
angels are dead, if this is all that's left, two of us for life. It was always you and I. When even time has come to its end, when it's
F prime.
flipped on its head, two of us for life. It was always you, it was always you and I. It was always you, it was always you and I.
I don't know how she keeps doing it because I feel like all these songs she keeps like putting her voice like getting her voice to like the max, right? Like I'm not saying that it's like the top end of her like of what she can do, but I feel like from what I've heard there's like this extra like layer of grit and like it feels like she's pushing her voice. I don't know if she is, but it sounds like that. Maybe she's just as a performer able to like make it seem like she's pushing the limits, but I feel like she keeps pushing the limits on like each of these last three songs. I can't imagine that's going to be like fun to do live, like continuously push yourself to the limit, but if it's just the limit that we're perceiving, it's really cool to hear her keep like pushing that boundary. Um, this was another great song, another song that's going right in my playlist. I'm like I said, I'm really excited. We have three singles out. Um, I'm sure that like in like 3 weeks they're gonna drop the music video for this because of course I can't like listen to the music or react to the music video, right? Like, I gotta keep reacting to visualizers. Um, but I'm curious when we're gonna get an album drop. They just released or they just announced shows in I know Australia. I want to say Korea and Japan, but I don't know for sure. Those I remember it was 4 shows. It's Southeast Asia. That's all I know. Um, But yeah, I'm excited for this album. I want to know when it's gonna drop. I know when we're gonna hear it. I want to hear more. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna like record them, but I found some acoustic performances of like older songs from Against the Current that I haven't heard yet. Um, I know Gravity was one of them, and there were two others. I don't know if I'm gonna record them, but if I feel like I wanna like check some more Against the Current out before the album drops, before we get another song, I might go ahead and check those out and record them. I know the songs, but it's always cool to see like a different type of performance. And I haven't actually seen any acoustic studio type performances. I don't know if that's what it is. It looks like it's what it is. But it'd be cool to check some stuff like that out. Anyway, if you enjoyed this content, leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Comment on anything you wanna. If you agree with anything I said, about the direction of the album, the sound. Like I said, it's all very like I'm very positive about it. This is great. I enjoy this a lot. It just to me it feels like a drastic switch from like the Fever EP. Um, like I said, which I'm down for. I like music like this. I don't I couldn't even tell you what else sounds like this, but I'm enjoying what they're doing. I enjoyed their last stuff. I enjoy all of this. It's great to hear. Um, and it's like it's nice that it's not the same sound. Anyway, see you next time. Thanks. That was Matt. Take care.